Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. Great news to take you into the weekend. Kelly Walsh volleyball star Corin Carruth just committed to play for the Pokes. I knew Wyoming head coach Chad Callahan was up to something when he was at the volleyball this year. Corin is the 4A volleyball player of the year. She's also the kills leader for the back-to-back state champion Trojans. Last night on Twitter, Corin thanked her friends, family, and coaches for their help in her development, while also announcing her commitment to Wyoming. The Poke program has a great player and a great young lady right there. And right down the street from Kelly Walsh is Natrona County. That's where the Poke football team is hosting their first spring scrimmage of the season tomorrow at 1 p.m. Season tickets are 25% off if you buy them at the scrimmage. And players are sticking around for photos and autographs after the game. We've got 17 Wyoming guys on the team, including 4 Natrona County grads. And 2 former Mustangs, now Poke seniors, are ready to play their final game at Cheney Alumni Field.
It's going to be our last time regardless, so it'll be cool to go back to Casper, see some fans and see some family and friends that maybe haven't seen in a while, because they'll all come out to the game and support the Pokes. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's something that I'll definitely cherish because, I grew up around that field. I always go there on the weekends with my dad when he just hung out and did some work and stuff. So, I've been around there so long, it's like a second home, so it'll be pretty sweet to go back there and share that with some of my teammates.
And speaking of Natrona County, yesterday I mentioned a big accomplishment for one of our graduates. Lauren Taubert just earned the Big 12 Athlete of the Week award. In outdoor track and field, she's a heptathlete for Kansas State. This award means she's voted the best women's athlete of all sports in the conference. This weekend in Tucson, Arizona, Lauren won 2 events and recorded personal bests in 5 of her 7 events at the Gym Click. And as a junior, she thinks she can still get better.
It's nice to be rewarded and for my coach to be recognized too for all of his hard work that he's put into me. But at the same time, it's just like I gotta keep on going and pushing myself to be my best. And it's definitely a blessing to be rewarded with that kind of reward. But I still know I gotta keep on going and try and reach my full potential.
And we all know it's Stanley Cup playoff time for the NHL. But before that, these grown men were little kids just trying to learn the game. Well, that's what a bunch of 4 to 7-year-olds are doing at the Casper Ice Arena. Very supportive parents we have here in Casper. For an hour every week, these kids practice skating, puck handling, and team play events. And I'll tell you what, most of these kids can skate much better than Eric Dean. So I asked 5-year-old Chance Grossman about his best skills on the ice.
Stick handling and shooting, because it's so fun.
Right now, I'm just trying to teach them basics of skating. These kids have already got kind of their balance down on the ice. I'm just trying to teach them more fundamental. It's great seeing the kids develop and get better because, you'll see them, years to come and how good they've gotten. So, it's great to see them and grow and get better at the game.
And staying with hockey, the Casper Oilers held their 11th annual Hockey Extravaganza tonight. It's a fundraiser for all the Oilers teams from U6 to high school. 160 people showed up at the Ramkota. The players received a bunch of awards and college scholarship money. And the special guest of the night was former Avalanche defenseman John Michael Lyles. He was a member of the all-rookie team in 2004. And in his 7 years with the Avs, he never recorded fewer than 30 points in a single season.
They're being recognized for being great kids and for putting in the extra work and having the positive attitudes, and I think it just goes to show you that there's a lot of good out there and a lot of great kids, and youth hockey I think can be a big part of that.
And we had some great high school soccer games today, highlighted by 1 versus 2 matchups in the 4A boys and girls. For the boys, number 1 Thunder Basin beat number 2 Cheyenne Central 4-1. And a rematch of the 4A girls state title game last year had the same result tonight. Central beats Thunder Basin in an overtime thriller 5-3. Also, the Sheridan boys and girls upset the Laramie boys and girls. The Green River boys beat Kelly Walsh in a high-scoring close one. And in a 3A girls ranked matchup, number 1 Cody barely hung on to the top spot, beating number 5 Riverton by 1 goal. And guys, the Denver Nuggets have their first game tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. against the San Antonio Spurs on ESPN. And in the Masters, it's a 5-way tie for first place after 2 rounds at 7 under par. And for the first time ever, 5 players all major champions are tied for the lead.
That's intense, like camping.
There's still a lot of play to go. Still got
Absolutely.
And
have
guys,
to.
plus Tiger Woods and Dustin Johnson, one off the lead.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well,
we're supposed to be unbiased, but I'm hoping Tiger Woods can pull one more out.
just one more. All right, we'll be right back after the break.